Right, so I'm here in London in a really rather special little collection here. I say little, it's quite substantial. And we've got Alex here, who's the very lucky owner of the collection itself. So, tell us a bit about it.
Well, it's a Nintendo arcade collection, which I've been collecting for about 6 years now, I guess. But as you can see, look around you, I like my Super Nintendo as well, which is where it all started for me with Nintendo anyway.
Yeah, it's not just about the arcade. It's all about the all the consoles and everything, because you've got a huge selection of little games up here. Famicom. I mean, you can anything Nintendo, you can see it here, can't you?
I come down here. I feel it makes me feel happy. It's just the bright colours of Nintendo. They're vibrant. They're just happy games, aren't they? Yeah. They're just nice things to be around. I just love coming down here. It's cool.
So how many cabinets have we got here in total then?
We've got 4 American Nintendo upright machines, and we've got Sheriff, which didn't get released in America. It was only a European release. Nintendo Red Tent, which did get an American release. I've got 9 in total. There's 2 off-site.
Couple hidden away.
From
prying eyes?
Well, they're too big to get in here, actually. They're Nintendo Battle Sharks, which run a 16mm film in the background, so way before video games were invented. So early Nintendo stuff.
Yeah, it sounds fairly exciting stuff. I mean, most people will be able to recognise things like you got Donkey Kong, and I imagine a couple of people will recognise Popeye, and even Sheriff now with Super Smash Bros. For Wii U featuring him as an assist trophy.
Yeah, that's Jack. Famous Jack, made famous from Smash Brothers. I don't think before then anyone had even heard of him.
No, I'll be honest, I hadn't.
No, he's pretty cool though, isn't he?
He is, yeah. He's got a certain style about him. So which was the first cabinet that you actually picked up?
My first cabinet was Donkey Kong Jr., and I was really thrilled to get this game. Although I don't remember it back in the day as an arcade game, I remember it as a Game & Watch game, and I loved playing it as a kid. So when the opportunity came to buy this on one of the UK forums, UK VAC, I jumped at it because it's just, look at it, look at the artwork on it, it's just absolutely fabulous. So that was the first one I got. And then I realised I could get, Nintendo did a whole range of arcade machines. That's when my collective side came in, and I started looking at other machines to buy, and I realised that they had a whole back catalogue of games. So I just started collecting Nintendo machines.
It's not all Nintendo here though, is it? I mean, you've got something that, it is Nintendo, but it's also something a bit special, isn't it, to say the least?
Yes, Sheriff is extremely special. It was a grail cab for me for 3 reasons. One, it's the first game Nintendo made, an original title by Nintendo. All the games before Sheriff were copies or clones, but this is the first game that Miyamoto designed as well. And because of its unique control system, you can't play it on MAME. So the only way to play it is to have the dedicated cabinet, and because they're so rare, and as you can see, that one there is the only one we know of in the world. Pretty lucky to have that, really.
Yeah, and it's actually a Sega Nintendo collaboration, way before Sonic and Mario at the Winter Olympic Games.
Because Sega were making cabinets before Nintendo, so Nintendo just said, can we put our game in your cabinet? And they distributed it, basically. So that's the history behind that. So yeah, before the console wars, Nintendo and Sega were working together. So as you can see, by moving this dial around, or gas knob, cooker knob as I call it, it moves your arm around in 8 directions, and into fire you push the knob inwards. But you can only have 1 bullet on the screen at one time. So you've got to be very careful. That's the Condor that I've just shot for extra points, which is very similar to the spaceship in Space Invaders, like a bonus. And there's 9 levels. Once you've completed level 9, it just goes back to beginning again. So it loops, but it gets a lot harder.
So what would you say was your sort of all-time favourite? I mean, obviously that's the rarest, but you've also got one here that's is sort of a versus machine, isn't it?
Yeah.
So which one is sort of your own little sort of pride and joy, your little favourite from a personal level?
The one I play the most is Donkey Kong Jr. I think that's a relaxing game for me to play, and I can get probably about 40 minutes of gameplay out of it if I don't die. I do like that game, but I guess Donkey Kong Jr. is my favourite, and Sheriff, I guess. Sheriff is, because Sheriff's a free roaming game. It's unique in the fact that you can go wherever you want, and it's just really cool. I like it.
So this is quite the collection, and Alex here is clearly very proud of it. And thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, why don't you find that subscribe button, hit the fire button on it, and be sure to check out nintendolife.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo related content. Thank you again for watching. Bye bye.